Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. You're going to hear my kids playing in the background. They are playing with the dog, so please ignore that. Today I'm going to be testing out all of my light nude polishes that are like a natural nude for me, so nothing super dark. I do have some that's a little bit more pink toned, some that's a little more yellow toned, and I actually have 10 total. So I'm going to try one on each finger. Ignore how yellow and funky my nails look right now. That is just the story of my life. And I do have some broken nails, as you can see, and actually both of these are broke, but I have them mended, so if you see some rough spots, it's just from the glue and whatnot. So my nails break super easy, but I'm trying my best to keep them mended and filed so that they don't break, but it happens. I'm going to show them in alphabetical order by brand so I don't lose track of what's what. And the first shade, this is on the pinker side, and this is Believe Beauty I Do. And it is just a baby, almost like a ballet slipper pink. And that's going to go on my pinky. And I'm probably going to declutter a couple of these because I don't need this many shades this close together. So I'm trying to compare quality and coverage. And for a light shade, that one actually done pretty good. Next we have Essie, All or Nothing, and this one is definitely more on the yellow side. This is the only one I have in this color, so I don't think it'll be going anywhere, but I did want to go ahead and swatch it. I wanted to have an even 10, so I debated about this one for a little bit, but then decided to add it in. Oh yeah, this one's definitely more of like a peachy, orangey nude. This nail is not in great shape, so it's a little bit rough. But that one is going to be the oddball out, but I did want to add it in here. Okay, next we have my favorite Olive and June BEB. And I already know these are also staying, but again, I just want to swatch. And this is one that definitely takes a few coats, but it gives that acrylic or like gel manicure finish. You can see it's not very opaque, but I love it as it builds. Next is Olive and June CCT. This one's just a little bit more pink. So next we have my darkest shade, and I debated about this one, but decided to add it in. But this is one of the minis from OPI, and it's definitely more of a gray beige. And that's like a dark nude for myself, but I really like it on my skin tone. Starting on my right hand, I have another OPI mini polish. Okay, so this one is very light. It's not as opaque as the I Do shade, and it's not as smooth as the Olive and June shades. So we will do another coat of all of these just to kind of see how they build. Next, I have Sally Hansen in the sheer. Okay, so this one is almost identical to the OPI. So, like, I don't need both of those. So, definitely going to see how they build and decide which ones I like better. Next, I have Sally Hansen Double Dip. This one is a little bit more cool toned, maybe, than the last two. Okay, definitely more opaque and more cool tone, very similar to I Do. We have 10 over 10s Madison, and this one's a little bit more on the pink side. So that one is a little bit more opaque, but very, very close. It's a little darker. Lastly, we have Wet n Wild Sorry I'm Latte, and this one's just a little deeper. Yeah, that's almost like a perfect nude for me. I nicked that one, of course I did. Okay, so here's everything on the first coat. Obviously, this one's different and this one's different, and then the others have some that are very similar. So I'm going to go in with a second coat of everything. Okay, so here is 2 coats of everything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get a few out of the way, like this Essie All or Nothing. It's the only one I have, even remotely in that color. And I know that nail looks rough, but again, I have that one patched, so I'm not going to judge it on the texture. But that one will definitely be staying. And this darker OPI will be staying as well. I don't have anything else quite like that, and it's just a mini bottle, so I'll be able to use it up fairly quickly, a couple manicures, but I really, really like that color. Sometimes I do 3 coats on these, but I just love the way they look like a acrylic or gel manicure. I'm not going to bother putting a 3rd coat on right now because I don't want to waste them. But I will be keeping both of my Olive and June polishes. Okay, the next one I'm for sure keeping is this Wet n Wild. It's a little bit darker than the others, and it's actually a perfect nude for my skin. Like slightly darker, but it's very flattering, and I don't have another shade just like it, and it performs very well. Okay, so I have these 2, and there is a slight difference. This is the 10 over 10, and it is more of a pink, and I'm definitely going to be keeping that. That is Madison. And the one next to it performed very, very well. Like this one and this one and this one are all about the same shade, and honestly, that one's a little brighter. But this one just is so much more full coverage and performs well. So that was the Salon Perfect Double Dip. I want to show you in the bottle, like they look like they should be very similar, but you can see a huge difference. That is 2 coats of each. So this is the Sally Hansen, and this is the Salon Perfect. So I'm keeping Double Dip, and I'm for sure getting rid of in the Sheer by Sally Hansen. So that's going to go into the Destash. So I have the Believe Beauty right here, and it is still a little bit patchy on 2 coats. I don't know if you can tell, but not nearly as bad as the Sally Hansen. And this one, I'm trying to compare it. It is a little bit lighter and brighter than the Salon Perfect. So I think I'm going to put a 3rd coat on just to see what that looks like. Okay, so here it is on a 3rd coat. It's definitely full coverage, and it doesn't feel overly thick. So I think I'm also going to hold on to I Do by Believe. And the other one that I do not like is this OPI mini. And I can try to put a third coat, but like this is just a tiny little mini polish. And like I don't think that it's really worth the trouble. This is one of my new ones that I got at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, that just doesn't perform well. Okay, so I'm also going to be destashing this little mini one. So I'm only getting rid of 2 and keeping 8. But the ones I'm keeping, they are all ones that I like, and there are some differences. Obviously, the Essie is different. This little OPI is different and performed very well. This was just 2 coats, and you can see how opaque that is in compared to this. The Wet n Wild is a little bit warmer and not quite as deep as that one. The 10/10, it's pinker and lighter than that one. And then my 2 Olive and Junes, you all know I love these. They give me that acrylic look, and I really like them. Like I said, I nicked that one, so ignore that little rough spot. And they're so messy. I didn't get all the sticker off of them, and so they're a little sticky. And I do like these in 3 coats, but they are worth it in 3 coats. They just give like the most beautiful manicure. I've talked about that, so I'm not going to linger there. The Believe Beauty is the brightest one and lightest one of the bunch. So I really like that. And then the Salon Perfect is kind of in the middle of the 10/10 and the Believe Beauty. It's a little bit lighter than the 10/10, but darker than the Believe. And do I really need both of these? Probably not, but it performed really, really well. I don't know if you can see, but like these 2 perform basically the same, and they are very close in color, but this one is a little bit lighter, so I am going to hang on to it. So that is my nude polish. I probably really shouldn't have even kept the yellow one in. It looked more nude in the bottle when I was looking at it over on the shelf, but it's definitely more of a yellow. But I don't have any shades really like this to compare it to, so I'm okay with adding it into this video. But that is all of my nude nails. So the 2 I decided to get rid of are the mini OPI and then the Sally Hansen in the sheer. So that is it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what polish you like the best. If you would have got rid of any of the other ones. Do you have any of these polishes? And what is your personal favorite nude polish? But that is going to be it for this video. I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.